Hey everybody, it's Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to do another section in my little mini album. It is July 10 on 10 using the CutShoppe's printable kits. I think Ashley, who's the owner of the shop, is going to stop making them after September. So I may decide to stuff all 9 months into this one album instead of just keeping 6 months, but I haven't decided yet, so I'm still on the fence. But for now, when I get done with this project, I am going to put it in the album. So the fun part for me and a little bit of the challenge for me for July was figuring out my color scheme, because Ashley chose red, white, and blue, which was awesome because that's usually what July is all about, right? Well, for me, on the 10th, we were on vacation. We were down at the beach. So I had a lot of fun not only using the July kit and pulling the blues and grays, but using pieces of other kits and changing the colors and getting some different die cuts and digital stamps from the other kit, like this paper right here. This paper, I believe, was from the March kit, and what I did is I changed it to a darker green that matched the By the Seashore die cut, which is up in the top corner. And that color came from the June printable kit. I also changed it so that way it would match the brown star pattern right here. And so I changed the color of the like rain paper, I guess you could say, from March. I changed it to be two different colors, brown and also a green. So you're going to see that brown one a little bit later on, but I just made the most out of using these different kits. And I started off with a collage of us on the road. I have a great picture looking out, my daughter looking out the window. I wound up sitting by her in the car because we took our big SUV. So Oma and Opa were able to join us on this vacation, which was really, really fun. We have not done that in years. And since the kids were really little, so it was really nice to have Oma and Opa along with us. And I got a photo of on the road. I think there was like some sort of rock sculpture in the background, so I included that and also the lunch that we had. I then decided to include this fun summer stories card. Now, I wasn't quite sure if the colors matched entirely, but I decided to just use it anyways, and it came from the June printable kit. My pen was like dying and not working so great, which was annoying because, you know, you always want to have good handwriting and you want your pen to work, but it was just not working. But I was able to put 4 little stories. So I said that our vacation was headed to Fort Bragg, also mentioned Oma and Opa joining us, and that lunch was at Subway, and I just talked about what each of us did in the car. The kids like to play on their phones. My daughter did a lot of staring out on the road because she likes to do that. I read, and then my husband talked to his parents. I then added in another collage of us down at the beach because we headed to Sea Glass Beach right away. So I wanted to add in some photos from being at the beach, and there were so many. So using collages made the most sense. And again, I used the Pick Frame app to make these collages. And I also have a hilarious photo of my daughter chasing the squirrels that were on the beach. I'm assuming they're squirrels, but either way, it's hilarious. And I got her like in almost mid-air, like attacking a squirrel, and the squirrel is actually in mid-air running away from my daughter, which is hilarious. So I definitely had to include that photo, and I'll journal about that little story down at the bottom. And since this kit, the July kit, had stars as one of the big pieces of the kit because, you know, red, white, and blue, I decided to carry that theme into my project. And one of the papers was a gray star paper. So I use that to punch some star shapes, and I'm just going to use the green and gray stars that I punched and just sprinkle them in 3 different spots on this spread, so that way there's a nice visual triangle. And this is where I decide to use that die cut by the seashore, which is from the June printable kit. And I just kind of put that in the middle of my little collage, and I included photos of my kids and I, some treasures that we found on the beach, my son sitting on the beach, and then my daughter making a little museum. There was this really cool rock formation that almost made like a shelf, like you know how there's trinket display shelves? That was basically what this rock wall was. So my daughter was able to take many different pieces of, treasures that she had found and display them as if it was a trinket shelf. It was the coolest thing. And I may document it more in depth, like for her album or the vacation album. But for this, I just needed a little collage, photo to capture that. So the story with my daughter was, of course, she loves the Cat Warrior books. So she was pretending to be a cat warrior and just having the best time chasing these squirrels all over the place, and probably scaring them half to death. But they're probably used to wild children scaring them, which is totally okay with me. Get your wiggles out, right? Because we'd been on the road for a really long time. I then added in a 4x6 photo of a family selfie and then a star journaling card from the July printable kit. And this is where I used the brown paper. And again, this is the paper that was from March, and I just changed it into 2 different colors. And I positioned the family photo so that way it is facing towards the left, I guess you could say. But you'll just have to turn it to see, and that's fine. And I also decided to keep the journaling card facing vertical. I could have spent some time trying to figure out a digital way to turn it horizontal to match the photo, but decided to not do that. And I will just jot down little snippets of what we did on the beach. Again, using that terrible pen, because I don't know about you guys. Leave a comment and let me know. But when you're writing, like handwriting on your projects, does it bug you or bother you to switch pens mid-project? For me, it's like something I just can't do. I just can't do it. So if I'm using one pen, I have to stick with that pen through the whole project. So that's why I stuck with this pen. And I just said, where we were at, the glass beach, looking for treasures. And even my son, like you saw in the collage, he got down on the beach into the glass beach and was digging all around for treasures. So it was really nice to see him full of joy looking for treasures. And it was just really awesome to find all the different things that we did, like old bottles and plates and car parts and even a sole of an old shoe. Because in case you don't know, Glass Beach, what happened is before people knew that it wasn't, good for the environment, they used this beach as basically a garbage dump. And the way that the waves work at Glass Beach is basically it is like a laundry machine tumbler. So nothing ever leaves and it just gets tumbled and tumbled and tumbled. So when they dumped this stuff, it kind of just stayed there and tumbled until it turned into glass. It's really fascinating. So that's why I just had to share a little bit about the history of Glass Beach. And of course, that's why there's such a variety of different things there, like refrigerators and the car parts and everything. And we even got to go to the museum too, which gives you a little bit more insight to the different pieces that were there at one point and some are still there. So for this page, I made a fun one with all the different die cuts. They were digital stamps that I turned into die cuts, and I have a beautiful photo of the beach, and so that is going to be another photo that I turn horizontal, and I use a die cut that says, "Let's celebrate." And this 10th was on a Monday, so I did a green die cut up at the top with a green star, and also a beach day die cut, which is from the June kit, I believe. The Monday is also from a different kit as well. It might be April. I'm not sure, but I really liked the shape and the font, so I went with that Monday. And then at the bottom, I did a gray star and then the bold Hello July in black. And I almost wish that I would have done the gray die cut with the gray star and then Hello July with that bold black font, or black. How I printed it black. I printed it in black. I wish I would have done that on the 4x6 photo, but that's okay. And in between this spread, I will have my fun little vellum page that I make for every month, where I take the digital stamps and I just repeat stamp all over the little vellum. So that way it includes a ton of variety of the digital stamps. And so I will show that in just a second. I don't know if I decided right then to put in the 4x6 vellum insert, or if I decided later. I think I moved to the next page and then I was like, oh wait, this is the best spot for the 4x6 vellum. And so that's what I did. I was about ready to move on in the project and then decided to go ahead and put the vellum insert in. And so, like I said, I just repeat the stamping like America the Beautiful, Monday, Sand and Surf, Summer Vacation, and then a variety of different stars. So that was really fun to put together. The next page is very simple. I just did a graph paper, again from a different kit, and then the family photo of all 6 of us, which I absolutely love. You know, my in-laws think I'm ridiculous, and that's totally fine, but they still go along with my photos, which is just the best. That's how you know you're loved, when your family and even your in-laws put up with you taking photos, and it's priceless. So this photo is priceless. And I added a die cut that says Soaking Up the Sun, and I had that in the brown color that I used just a little bit. I then took some photos from our restaurant that we found, and I put one going towards the left edge and then the other one going towards the right edge. And it's just a photo of my kids eating dinner and not so willingly giving me smiles. I mean, my daughter gave me a smile, and then my son not so willingly, but that's okay. I took it, I love it, and I included it in our album. I'm going to finish up the entire project with a photo of my iPad propped up on the luggage, so that way I could do a little workout. I just wanted a little something to like stretch my body, move my body, and do something for myself at the end of the day. So right on the hotel hardwood floor, I did my workout, grabbed a towel and did my workout. And it was just, I had to take a photo of it. And in between the kids watching the cartoons and my husband unloading the car, I said, Mom's doing a workout. I included a few of the stars to continue throughout the theme, my theme of stars, and I just added 2, and then I'm going to add some lines for journaling to wrap this project up. And then I can start on August, August was really fun because August fell on the first day of school, and that's also the day that I went back to work. So that's going to be a really special one to put together. And then the September 10th just happened, and I was at work again. So it's going to be fun to put those 2 months together. So finish up the journaling, and then I will get everything back into the 4x6 album, and then I can show you guys how it all looks. And I might be able to fit in 2 more months. I'm not sure. I think these might be the biggest binder rings, so I don't know if that's going to happen. I could also maybe find a different printable kit to use, like Mandy Ford, and see, if I can make it work that way. Okay, so I have July done. I'm going to flip through and show you, and I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing this come together. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.